EP8B. When I was filming part A, I was having trouble assembling the action bolt assembly to the gas tube. As you saw in part A, there's the hammer piston, hammer spring, and the cocking piston assembly. Glued like a stick in the back end of the gas tube, and where you saw me stick those pins in the little holes in the pistons. Well, you almost need 3 people to do this thing. To hold the parts together with that little Teflon seal that goes under the bottom of the front end of the breech assembly where you put the pellet in to push the bolt. And there's a screw that goes down through there with a lock washer that goes into the top of the valve assembly, gas valve assembly, and then there's another bolt that goes through the bottom. Well, the bottom bolt apparently had been jammed in there because I want to put it back in, and the threads were destroyed, so I got to get that retapped before I can shoot it. Anyway, so you got the 2 pins sticking up out of that cocking piston and hammer piston assembly, spring loaded, and you have to either wind up sticking this up into the bottom of the gas tube to compress that cocking piston, hammer piston assembly, to put the pins sticking out of it close enough together for the pins to fit in the notches on the bolt. And that's inside the breech assembly that goes on top of that gas tube like this to fit the pins back here, and the bolt goes through on the receiver opening with that Teflon seal into the top of the valve assembly inside the back end of the gas tube, which goes through the little hole in that bushing, the mounting pin goes through the mounting of the stock. So that all goes, has to all be compressed and shoved together at one time. I finally figured out a way to do it. I used this little screwdriver multi-tool thing that comes with a index flexible shaft cleaning kit to push the cocking piston up closer against the hammer piston, so I can get the pins close enough together to fit the notches on the bolt, basically like that, inside that tube, where I can hold it all together and put the screws in. We also got one long screw, not that long, that goes through both of those breech plugs. There's a breech plug with the safety switch on it for the back of the gas tube, and another one for the back of the receiver where the bolt goes. And this bolt goes up through all of those to hold all that together. So I'm trying to assemble all this, and I'm telling a person trying to figure out how to hold 20 dozen parts together and compress this one to go into that one, and all this sort of thing with only 2 hands. So here's a couple of pictures from when I first found the gun. I brought it downstairs and wiped it down and took pictures to show everybody so I can get some help, information, whatever, from the guys online. Rusty, and you can see that it makes some big paint scraping and all this sort of thing going on. And the finish was, unless they use a finish on the old gun stocks that's sort of milky like, it helps hide some of the grain. Well, that was before, as you just saw, years after. And what a difference, huh? Blue job came out really nice. With that rim oil on there, with the Teflon. And the stock's nice and shiny. A little more paint scraping around the trigger guard. That's the original finish on the trigger itself, though. That didn't need to be touched. I thought that'd be cool to leave a little something original there. And here is the butt plate. I had to reuse this one. I can't find another one that size, as I mentioned in an earlier video. And sand it down a little and put some true oil on it and cure it. So it's nice and shiny again. And here's the other side. Put some lighting on it, you can see. The lettering here is really sharp and clean. I made sure when I was using that degreaser and with the bluing and rust remover, which worked really well with those 3 different acids in there. It's phosphoric acid, sulfuric acid, and oxalic acid mixed together. Clean all the old finish and rust and it really good. Get that down in that lettering. Try to reflect that so you can see it. And made it lettering look real crisp and good. I used Pellgun oil on the inside. I didn't have any grease. Whatever grease to use on these things. Springers use grease that's a little different than what we use on these gas jobs. So anyway, it's looking really nice. We've finished these screws, as you can see, and all these little nailed, everything that holds the whole, what goes on that stud hold the mechanism of the stock. And these breech plugs, one screw goes up through here and locks all that into the other in place. The safety switch fits really well. Push that forward, so it's back like that. It gets pushed back when you cock it and put the pellet in here. Push that forward. It actually kicks like that to pull the trigger knob. Imagine this would be like the gas cylinders in here all fired up. It's like 900 psi, something like that. 800 or 900, I'm not sure which. But anyhow, like I was saying, I went to assemble this thing. You've got down in here, you've got the hammer piston, spring, and cocking piston. They have to be compressed together by pushing and hold it like that on the table and have this pushed up inside or compressing the cocking piston forward enough to push the pins sticking out of the piston assembly close enough together to get this with the bolt to go down on top of it with those 2 pins in the notches on that bolt shaft in here so that the mechanism can physically work. And once you put the barrel in, put the set screw in right there, the notched end of the barrel forms the receiver on top of that where you put that screw and lock washer down through the valve assembly and everything that goes through the bottom of the breech here. So the notched out part of the end of the barrel basically seals over top of that screw, so you're good there. And little Gander Mountain bling there on this strap with the removable swivels. You turn this little knurled knob here out so you can push it in to pull this thing off the pin and rotate it out of the way to push the pin through the hole in the stud that you mount on the stock. and you put it all back together, screw this little knurled thing back down tight, and it's connected. And then notice there's a padded piece of leather on the back here where it goes over your shoulder, making it a little more comfortable from this webbing stuff. And there it is. So we're ready to rock and roll there. And when I ordered some pellets for the 177 cal Winchester there, I also got some from a guy on the GTA forums, like the logo on my hat is from. And there's a total of 36 different pellets I can try out in the gun. But for the 22, I got these Gamma rockets. People think it's a BB in the tip of that thing, and it's actually not, because I've got the polymer ones here where somebody did a cutaway of them. There's the polymer 177 cal version. It's basically, if you look right there, it's actually a dome-headed copper rivet with a polymer, or in this case, lead skirt. So this thing hits hard and penetrates further. Good hunting pellets. This one here for the 177 cal is 5.56 grain. It's a little on the light side, but you're going to maintain a lot more velocity with that one. I have my own thoughts on that. Plus, this Airgun Shooter pellet pen for the 177 cal ones. You fill it up with pellets and stick it in your pocket. And you use this thing here to seat the pellet in the brake barrel and at the end, the chamber right in the end there where you got to press it down, the skirt down in there. That's what this thing is for, besides just carrying them. I have one of these I bought decades ago for the percussion caps for my muzzle loaders too. That's really, these things are really handy. You get these for your guns whenever they could save you a little agonizing. Wish they made that in 22. I'd love to have that for when I'm hunting with it. So that would, you could put like this and go like that with the bolt action. That the ones that don't have the little clock spring wound magazine. Anyway, here's the lead skirted version of the Gamma rockets. The polymer skirted version is called the lethal. These are called rockets. They're both basically made the same way, except this one for the 22 is 14.3 grains. In the next video, we will be at the range around the block, around the country block from here that I mentioned before. I'll shoot some video outside and then set the camera up at the shooting range with a close-up of the target so you can see along with me how good this thing's going to work. So, Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again when we go to test fire this thing and see how good it really works.